we're really excited to have in this segment, two entrepreneurs, two owner-operators of WooRides, which has got a lot of people, I think, talking, and I think really speaks to kind of good stuff happening in the city. But the two owners and operators of that, Shahbaz Soofi, welcome Shahbaz.
Thank you.
And Valentine Beluchukwu. Valentine, welcome.
Thank you, sir.
So you guys have created a buzz, there's no doubt about it, with WooRides, and it's a pedicab company. And I'm going to let you kind of take it from there, maybe start off with you. About what is a pedicab company?
Sure, yeah. So another word is rickshaw. That's a word that's also common. And so it's, essentially we can pick you up at point A, take you to point B.
On a bike with a...
On a bike with a chariot in the back, basically. So instead of having like a horse-drawn carriage, you've got a person in the front pedaling you, and you've got, 3 people sitting in the back or 2 people sitting in the back in a carriage, and it's open air. You're having lots of fun, and you might be going from somewhere on like Water Street, maybe over to Shrewsbury Street, and yeah, it's those are 2 of the places that we're usually at in Canal District and Shrewsbury Street.
Right, Valentine. So how did you guys get started in this? What kind of triggered the idea?
Well, I would say the idea mostly came from Shahbaz.
All right.
But we've met over the years, and I reconnected back to him through one of the owners as well, by the name of Yelvi. So, and that's how we reconnected. We exchanged ideas, and I've also been considering working in a transportation business as well. So we met up and talked about it. And
but you said it. I mean, this is a transportation business, and you think about cities that are thriving and growing. There are times there's traffic and congestion, but here's a way, cost effectively, environmentally friendly, to kind of move people in a fun, kind of convenient and efficient way. And so, where did you see the opportunity in Worcester? What kind of, because some other cities you see it, some of the major metropolitan areas. Worcester, another sign that we're on the move. It's here. What prompted it?
Yeah, I think Worcester's sort of on this. The development's on the rise, right? And we're seeing that more people coming to the city. And we definitely have people who they spend their time in Canal District, parts of downtown, Hanover Theater, Shrewsbury Street, and it seemed like we didn't really have a great way to connect those. They're not really that far to walk, but they're just a little bit farther for walking that a lot of people would just like hop in their cars. So we figured, well, having this is a great service for those short distances to cover that. And yeah, when you look at other cities, Worcester's infrastructure really, as far as walkability, it's really not that. It's pretty decent. There's ways in which it can improve, but we felt this is a way to sort of galvanize that and have people recognize that. Once you hop in there, you can kind of get to see the routes that we take and realize, okay, it's really not so bad.
Reducing kind of that dependence or mindset that you always need a car.
Right, and with Worcester being a smaller city than say Boston, which Boston has them in the Fenway area, it seemed like, well, it's definitely doable. You see these in like way more congested cities than a city like Worcester.
And and let me, we're excited because when we did our startup Worcester cohort this year, and every year through Commerce Bank support, we are able to kind of vet 30 applicants usually to get some support from the chamber, financial support, rent, with our partners, the SCORE and the Venture Forum, and so we're excited to have you in the most recent class. But at the end of the day, this is about a business. So how do you, it's a transportation business. How do you decide hours you're going to operate? You got to charge, you got to make money, you got to pay your employees. I mean, how's that going?
Yeah, so right now we go out like Thursday, Friday, Saturday nights. We're really out there from like 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. We're catering to that nightlife crowd. Wednesday we're out there for the Canal District Music Series.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, yesterday it was not outdoors, so we didn't show up for that because of the thunder. And then we do events too, right? So people can book us for private events, and Valentine can talk about one of the events that we did a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, well, I mean, one of the events that we did a couple weeks ago was a birthday party somewhere I believe it was what is it?
Lancaster.
Yes.
Okay.
So in
So
Lancaster.
you take the pedicabs and get them out of Worcester. So
Yes.
you're out in Lancaster. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it was a phenomenal event. I mean, the guests at the event, they were excited. You know, both the adults and the kids, everybody was fired up. You know, they had a great time. You know, I could even with some of the clients, I could hear some of the kids yelling, "Oh man, this is so good! Go faster, go faster!" and that is exciting.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
That is exciting. So.
But you know, it's it's exciting and fun, but it's physical work too when you're moving some people. So you get your workouts in too.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're definitely getting in good shape doing this.
Yeah. So so special events in addition to kind of hours of operation, and is there a flat fee? You make is it a guesstimate? You know, how you're figuring all that out as you speak.
Yeah, so I mean, you know, when we're out there at the nightlife, we have a $5 minimum, and so it kind of ends up coming out to a suggested $5 for every quarter mile.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you're going from somewhere in the middle of Canal District, say you're at Whiskey on Water, and you're going over to, say, Via on Shrewsbury Street, it's somewhere between like, I think, a half mile and like 3/4 of a mile. So we're gonna suggest like $10 to $15. And yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. At the end of the day, we're looking for, you know, a $5 minimum. We love it when people are generous with the tips,
Right,
and you know, sort of heed our suggested amount. But yeah, it's always a fun time. People usually are enjoying it, and they're happy to sort of partake in this new business. Yeah, and then as far as like events, you know, people can book us for special events.
And we've just got a minute or two left. So if people want to get in touch with you, website, number, how do we do that?
We actually we have a website. It's still undergoing some maintenance so far, but we have an office number. It's active.
Okay. What's the number? Let's get it out there. Somebody wants some books.
508-966-8439.
One more time.
508-966-8439.
So WooRides, and they're great, all multicolored, fun. You know, they certainly attract people's attention, and the response, as I've seen it, and from what you guys have said, has been people excited to see it.
Yeah.
And so best of luck with the business. We're going to have you back from time to time, and as you grow and expand and kind of bring a really exciting and fun transportation option to the city.
Great.
All right.
Thanks,
Awesome.
guys.
Thank you.
And we were just talking, I think the George Street Challenge, which is right off of Main Street, in honor of Major Taylor.
Yep.
One of your guys took a pedicab up George Street.
Yes. Yeah.
Yovi Samana.
Yovi Samana.
Yes. That was awesome.
Professional bikers were challenged, and he took a pedicab up.
Yes.
That's incredible.
Yes.